So while you're waiting to figure out what to look forward to play on Xbox next, Microsoft may have greenlit an entire series of deep dives for you to check out this year. So here's a couple reasons why that is a fantastic move for Xbox, and a big reason why that could fail really hard. First up, gameplay. It's one of Xbox's biggest problems that they've had the past, I don't know, even beyond 10 years, that they show their stuff off with a cinematic trailer or a sizzle trailer. And these are not bad trailers at all, but they don't exactly sell the games as much as, say, a big overview does, or a gameplay walkthrough does, or a demo does. And while they'll still probably reveal their games through a cinematic or in-engine or a sizzle trailer, this is finally their opportunity to do deep dives into these games and to finally really show what they are and to have point number 2, wasn't this a meme or something at some point? Developers. For many years, the narrative on Xbox has been that they don't produce quality games. And while that statement just is not true, it's a very understandable one compared to the competition. So what did they do to address this in 2018? Well, they started to acquire other studios that were very talented that have been on their platform before. Yeah, they've been setting up a lot of dominoes of developers that are like the 15 that are in Xbox Game Studios and the 8 that are in Bethesda. And now that it's been about 5 years, if not a little bit more, since 2018, it's time to see those dominoes get kicked off, and that's what this is. It's an opportunity to have these deep dives from the developers rather than some cringy hosts from the Inside Xbox days. And it's an opportunity to really get associated with them because we're going to be getting their games day one in Game Pass, so let us meet them and let them show off their game that you could potentially play. And this third point is a stretch, but if this developer direct is really the way Xbox wants to move forward with maybe how to have something sprinkled throughout the year and being consistent, it might also be a time that they bring in some partners. Because another big problem that Xbox has had in comparison to its main competitor, PlayStation, is that, well, PlayStation just gets the marketing beats, man. They'll have Square Enix show their new game. They'll have Capcom show their new game, and other people. They have those big marketing reveal moments from these partners, and Xbox just hasn't really had that for a while. Sometimes, but nothing, that AAA holy moly goalie level. But not only could these developer directs potentially, spiral into that, probably in the way off future, in the more immediate one, it's an opportunity to really deep dive onto some games coming to Game Pass that are going to be exclusive to Xbox too. I'm talking about like Lightyear Frontier, The Final Case of Benedict Fox, and others, that are just these games that can have a good highlight on them if you want to try them, and they are exclusive for the time or they're a partner. It's just going to be an opportunity to get to know games coming to Xbox that you can try out rather than just a brief mention of it somewhere. And between seeing a lot of in-depth gameplay, getting to know these developers, and having an opportunity for partners to show their games too, in a frequent fashion, we already know that at the end of January is going to be their first one. I'm recording this before that direct. There probably is going to be a video about that. And then they confirmed they're going to have a standalone one for Starfield probably in the next month or two. And who knows, they might even have one more before E3 happens. This is a good way to keep us posted, but there is a big factor that could really kind of be to Xbox's detriment and lower the hype levels for this. And before we hit that reason, if you've been enjoying this, subscribe for more upcoming Xbox speculation in a community that encourages you to be an open-minded and respectful Xbox fan. We don't mind talking good about PlayStation and Nintendo here. They do great things. But that big potential worrisome thing about these developer directs is the lack of presence. Nintendo has 3 really good directs, usually, every year, as long as E3 is a thing. And PlayStation sprinkles state of plays throughout the year and might have a big PlayStation showcase. And if Xbox sticks to just their big show of the year being the E3 timed one, with these littler developer directs sprinkled, before and after it, it's gonna be a much more Xbox core community focused marketing plan that isn't necessarily gonna reach out to the general masses like PlayStation and Nintendo do. Having an upcoming Nintendo Direct or PlayStation State of Play come up, you are wondering what's going to be in that. Is there going to be a new trailer for Tekken 8? Are we finally going to see gameplay for Pragmata? Is the new Mario game going to be shown here? Those are moments that hypes people up and makes them post their trailer reactions on YouTube. It's what generates the hype for people both before and after, and how was that sort of mini showcase or general showcase. Whereas Xbox's big reveals are, at least if they just stick to, just their own stuff, it's just gonna be at the E3 timed event. That's when we're gonna get the big ones. But this is a great strategy for the core Xbox fan base that is using Xbox Game Pass, because this is how you can get to know games coming soon to that service that you're just gonna have to start filtering out because there's too much coming down that pipeline. And I already know the flag wavers are gonna munch on that comment. I personally think that they should name these developer directs something else, because it kind of feels weird that they just ripped off of Nintendo's name. But Xbox can reach out to a lot of general gamers by laying out a timeline for 2023, like the one you'll see on the side of the screen here. That's a video that you could see their ideal timeline, as well as in the comments from the community here, the constructive feedback that is the developer directs a good idea? Is it a best plan or not? Let's chat about it in the comments, and don't forget to be geek, be proud, be awesome, and have some fun.